How you doing, everybody? I'm Tony Gaglione. Thanks for watching segment 3 of Smacktalk.
I'm Shawn Adams. We're going to open up with some NHL, MLB, and EPL news. NHL, October 1st.
Yes. Hawks Capitals. First game of the
season.
It's going to be on NBC Sports. The Hawks are looking to repeat. I think they got a good chance.
Yeah, there's actually some preseason hockey going on right now. Definitely, if you're a hockey fan, start watching it. If you're not a hockey fan, start watching
Get into
hockey.
it. Yeah, what are you doing?
Start watching hockey. Speaking of hockey teams, the Florida Panthers, the Blackhawks, Florida, are going to be sold.
The Baby Hawks.
The Baby Hawks, yeah. They're going to be sold. Not MLB, the NHL is definitely doing what they can to keep these teams solvent.
Yeah, and they are. And with the Phoenix sale to a Phoenix owner.
Yeah, their motto this year is here to stay. Not just here to stay in Phoenix, but here to stay like as a playoff contender, things like that.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see how that goes. But either way, it's great that they're trying to keep the teams in the cities that they're in now because the fans really deserve it. They can't have a team come in. You get all excited.
Yeah.
I mean, if a team came into Vegas, we were just terrible for 5 years and they moved. Yeah. I mean, I would just be completely devastated.
Yeah, especially because you're not going to get the ticket sales.
No, you're not.
The thing about the NHL, they just got this contract with NBC Sports putting the games on. You got primetime. You got to keep the teams profitable or at least solvent in some way so that way you can keep those TV contracts because that's how the teams are going to get money.
Sure, and when they went on strike and they lost that ESPN contract, that really hurt the NHL a lot.
Yep.
And now that it's back and it's gaining momentum as far as publicity and fandom goes.
Especially with the Boston Blackhawks.
Yeah, that was
Stanley
huge.
Cup
Original six Stanley Cup.
Yep.
I think it might have been staged. How about that?
Yeah. Well, hey.
Doesn't matter. Hawks won.
Hawks won, yeah. MLB over the since last segment, Boston, Oakland, Atlanta, and the Dodgers have all clinched their playoff spots. St. Louis, or they've clinched their divisions. St. Louis has clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And currently speaking, they just won tonight. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh are both 2 games back, and it looks like it's going to stay that way because St. Louis won and Cincinnati won, and I think Pittsburgh won 2-1 against the Cubs. Tampa Bay and Cleveland lead the AL wildcard West. Texas is definitely trying to fight to get back into that. They just demolished Houston tonight 12-0. And then the NL wild card is pretty much Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. So they're going to fight to get in the division, and then they're going to play each other in the wild card game.
Here's the best thing I can say
Atlanta
right now.
Or the Dodgers.
I don't know how long we've been doing the show on the Informer here, but it's been a while now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a few months at least. And we called Oakland-Pittsburgh
in
the World Series.
We called Oakland-Pittsburgh. Yeah, I love to see it. I love to see it.
Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, Oakland winning the West. You know, look at that payroll. Look at that payroll.
No?
Look at the Pittsburgh payroll. Making moves at the trade deadline with Morneau and
Morneau. I mean, that was huge. Pittsburgh just looks dangerous right now.
Yeah.
The pitching staff is where it needs to be. Oakland, they got guys that are 40 some odd
never
years
heard
old.
of.
Yeah.
Guys you ain't never heard of.
Well, and then they got guys that are way over the hill, like Bartolo Colon, that are just tearing people up, mowing people down.
Steroids.
Well, he was already implicated in steroids, but I mean,
no, I love to see.
Give him credit.
Hey,
give him credit.
I'm gonna
Billy
be rooting
Bean.
Billy Bean.
Billy Bean is a
make
genius.
another movie about that guy.
Moneyball 2.
Yeah, Moneyball 2.
The World Series win.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when they play Pittsburgh, I'm rooting for Oakland.
I
know you're rooting for Pittsburgh, but I'm rooting for Oakland.
I called Oakland to win either 93 or 95 games. They're already at 93.
Great.
They're already at 93. They could win 97, 98 games before the season's over. Because they don't lose.
Who are you going to root for if that is the World Series?
Oh, I'm rooting for Pittsburgh. Okay. Yeah, my family's from the Bay Area, but I'm going to root for Pittsburgh.
A big problem in this house. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Whatever. We'll have to see what happens.
I don't root for National League teams ever.
We don't. We'll definitely keep you guys informed about the playoffs. Make sure you stay tuned for that. EPL news: Arsenal, top of the table. They just won 3-1 to Stoke to go top on goal diff over Tottenham, who hung on to win 1-0 against Cardiff. They had 30 shots. 12 on goal.
I don't want to talk about
that. Final shot of the game, Tottenham. Man City demolished Man U. I know Tony doesn't like hearing that.
Okay, let's just do this real quick.
It was 4-0 at 50.
Let's get that out of there because the way they're playing right now, David Moyes needs to be fired.
hey.
I knew it when he was coming in.
You can't.
I can't just sit here and watch them play this style of soccer that is uninteresting, boring. Nobody is running. Everybody is. It's a midfield game. The strikers aren't running, and they just pass the ball around and then get it taken away.
It hates me to say this, but
Tell me you agree.
Van Persie best player in the game because when they don't
He's
play
not the
him,
best player in the game.
No, in the EPL. He's not playing, they get whooped. When he plays, he scores the goals, they win games. You know,
I don't care if he's playing or not. You can't just pass the ball around the midfield for 40 minutes and expect to win the game.
Well, one thing that I noticed, Fellaini playing a holding midfield role. He's a center attacking midfield player.
This is a homer pick, dude. This is a homer pick by Moyes getting Fellaini in there from Everton, which he used to coach Everton.
And the guy that he also wanted, Leighton Baines, comes back to lead Everton over a West Ham victory from behind. Yeah, Leighton Baines just killing people.
Yeah, but Everton's got an actual coach now.
Yeah, exactly. Roberto Martinez, definitely a good coach.
So, I don't like the way they're playing. I don't like the way Moyes is running the team. People aren't happy. The players aren't happy.
Everton currently higher than Man U on the table.
Southampton is currently higher than Man U
Speaking of Southampton, thank you Southampton for beating Liverpool.
I love it.
We love Southampton.
Dude, I love Southampton, Norwich. He loves Swansea City. I mean,
we talked about this on the radio show. Southampton with Ricky Lambert. They now have Paulo Osvaldo, Schneiderlin.
It's a year and a half ago.
We talked about this. Southampton is for real, people. I don't know if you guys know this, but this little team.
Jose Fonte, you got Luke Shaw.
Jose Fonte on my fantasy Premier League team.
17-year-old running the left back position.
Hey, Nathaniel Klein, called it. We could go for days.
He's gonna be great. Adam Lallana, absolutely fantastic in center attacking.
I'm still gonna say this: Ricky Lambert, the best old man. He plays for England now. England's like, we have a striker issue with Ray.
Who's going to play for England soon? Luke Shaw's going to play for England soon.
Yeah,
he's going to be the future left back of England right there.
No, Kieran Gibbs, brother. Kieran Gibbs, Arsenal player. He's definitely got the left back.
Yeah, well, you know what? He hasn't showed his mettle yet.
Oh, he's a team killer. You didn't see him against Marseille in the Champions League? Whatever. Anyways, the El Clasico of the teams with the most money in the world. France League, or was that?
The people who put mayo on their fries?
Yeah.
Those guys.
PSG and Monaco,
Paris Saint-Germain.
And Monaco, they played in what's called the El Clasico because they spent ridiculous amounts of money. It was a tie. Monaco holds on to their 2-point lead in the table. And Tony, by the end of this year, is going to owe me $50 because Monaco's going to win the title. Yeah, we know that. Roma and Napoli are tied in Serie A. Roma, team with a lot of history. Michael Bradley, USA national team, plays for him.
The general.
Yeah. They're tied atop the Serie A table. Napoli beat AC Milan. Napoli beat AC Milan. Mario Balotelli missed his first ever career penalty. Was saved.
Yeah.
Borussia Dortmund and Bayern are now tied atop of Bundesliga. Dortmund actually tied to Nuremberg 1-1. Maybe a little Champions League withdrawal after their Champions League win this weekend.
Yeah, you get a little hangover from playing that kind of game. It's a lot more meaningful than just a regular league game.
Yeah.
You got about 38 to 40 of those in any league.
Yeah. Bundesliga only has 36.
36. Okay. I mean, you're playing 36 games that really you're playing against teams that aren't going to challenge you.
Well, we could agree that top heavy Dortmund and Bayern, and then they only have two other quality teams.
Wolfsburg, maybe.
Well, I'd say Schalke and Leverkusen.
Schalke is good. Yeah.
Schalke and Leverkusen, but Leverkusen's young. Schalke is young as well with Julian Drexler. So they have Kevin Prince Boateng, but I think Dortmund is putting it all on the title. I think they want to get that title back because last year the treble went to Bayern. They won Champions League, they won the title, and then they won the DFPK Cup.
That was a great Champions League game, by the way. The final.
The final. Oh yeah.
I mean, Arjen Robben just absolutely demolished my dreams of killing Bayern Munich because I hate Bayern Munich.
Yeah, so do I.
So it's just
speaking of Bayern Munich, the only team to beat Bayern Munich last year in the Champions League, Arsenal. Anyways, the news that people
they're not going to be at the top of the table at the end of the year,
bro.
No,
our title this year.
No,
the trophy's coming.
No,
hey, Mesut Ozil recently signed. He plays 2 games.
His name right.
Yeah, I know. 2 games. 2 games. The man is already leading the league in assists.
I don't care. They're not the team that
Aaron
you think they are.
Aaron Ramsey's got 7 goals in 6 games.
They are not the team you think they are, bro.
Arsenal.
I'm
all
sorry,
day.
Look,
Gooners.
I'm not even going to say the Man U's going to win because with David Moyes at the helm,
who's going to win
they're not. They're not.
I know I picked City, but I'm throwing that out the window, man.
Liverpool looks pretty good right now.
No, get out of that. They can't beat
Liverpool
Southampton.
Liverpool looks pretty good right now.
No, Liverpool does, and
so
they're getting Suarez back.
Southampton is for real.
Hey, but Suarez
hasn't played.
I know, he comes back.
So you're just adding to a team that was at the top of the table the first 3 games.
I know.
So what are you talking about right now?
Speaking of Suarez, You know who he comes back to play this week?
Dude, I'm going to bite you in the arm right now. Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. You know who he comes back to play?
That's why he's suspended, by the way. You don't watch soccer, really, but Luis Suarez bit
Bradley
Ivanovic
of Chelsea
in the arm, and that's why he's
10
suspended 3 games. Or 10 games. Wow.
Well, 4 last year, 6
sure,
this
okay,
year.
whatever.
Do you know who he's playing this week?
No, don't care.
Manchester United, Capital One Cup.
Yay. Maybe he'll bite Vidic.
Yeah. The news that if anyone follows soccer, this is just mind-boggling. Barcelona wins 4-0 against Real Vallecano. Not a big deal. They always win those cupcake games. It's the first time in 8 years they have not won a game without dominating possession. Even when they lose games, they dominate possession. 48% possession. That is like mind-boggling because the new coach, Tata, the guy from Chile, he's going away from the tiki-taka thing. You know, the pass to me, pass. Yeah, pass to me, pass back, pass. You know, they're not doing that.
That's what won them games, though. You know what? You might see Barcelona drop off now because of that.
I don't know with Neymar. I think that plays more to Neymar's strength.
Okay, but Neymar's not the focal point of the team.
No, Lionel
Messi is.
Yeah, but hey, you got Fabregas, former Arsenal player. He can thread the ball.
You got Xavi, you got Iniesta, you got everybody on the
team.
face of the earth. That plays on the Spain national team, which won the World Cup.
Yeah,
playing on Barcelona.
And they won.
Isn't it the most unfair thing you've ever seen in your life? Because it is to me.
Yeah.
When I see him in the Champions League, just beating people down 5-0, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for the sport of soccer, and I like soccer now. I didn't before, but this is a reason that I don't. Okay, it's players taking dives, number one, and it's teams that just control things by having $130 million budgets.
Yeah, like Real Madrid, Manchester United.
Dude, Manchester United has like a $40 million budget.
Manchester United is the most profitable sports franchise in the world.
That's
One
fine.
out of every 10 people on the
Profitable,
planet are.
But they only spend about $40 million a year. Not 130, 40.
Yeah. Well, hey, Manchester United is a smart business team.
Yeah, it's a business team. It's not Barcelona who goes and buys the best players in the world and just runs up the score on people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got Champions League next. This coming
Yeah, we're
going
to have fun with this because you know what?
Barcelona.
I'm not happy right now.
Barcelona.
Even though
first time
United
in 8
beat
years.
Leversky in Champions League already in the first group game.
Yeah.
And Arsenal beat Marseille, right?
Marseille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we
it
got
looks
Napoli. We got Napoli
Yeah,
coming
it's
up
coming
this
up.
week at home.
It's going to be good. Galatasaray got demolished.
By Real Madrid.
What happened? Oh, man.
Didier Drogba, Snyder.
Yeah, Schneider.
What is it? Yilmaz,
Yilmaz.
Ukrainian striker.
Dude, you can't lose games like that.
6-1. Not in Champions League.
No, now you're in last place and you have a
Copenhagen.
-5. Copenhagen drew to Juventus.
Yeah,
that was awesome. That was awesome. Thanks for watching segment 3 of Smack Talk. I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm Shawn Adams. Stay tuned for our weekly top 5 in segment 4.